While the drama was unfolding in the House of Representatives, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was having a chat with Republicans Matt Gaetz and Paul Gosar. So, well, that's interesting. Midas Touch posted this exchange asking, can anyone read lips? You see, she's talking about something, and we can hear it. There's no audio. Okay. So that was Gaetz that she was talking to, obviously. Gaetz and Gosar both belong to the group of Never Kevins, who've successfully blocked Kevin McCarthy from the House speakership at least 5, maybe 6 times. Okay. So now, after this video came out, there were a lot of people that were very curious as to what they were talking about. I mean, these are not people that generally are on good terms that are going to talk to each other. I'm not sure if it was Gosar or Gaetz that had once tweeted out an anime video of, let's just say, bad things happening to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So, anyway, everyone was curious. What were they talking about? What were they talking about? What's the hot goss? As the kids say. Wait, did the kids actually say hot goss? But anyway, people were wondering. There were many questions, and AOC has answered those questions in an interview with The Intercept. In fact, according to Ryan Grimm, Gaetz told Ocasio-Cortez that McCarthy had been telling Republicans that he'll be able to cut a deal with the Democrats in order to ensure McCarthy becomes speaker. So Democrats would have to vote present, enabling him to win the majority of those present and voting. So this just gets into the weirdo, House rules. Now, she responded, apparently by saying, nope, that's not happening. McCarthy was suggesting that he could get Dems to walk away to lower his threshold, she said. And I fact-checked and said, absolutely not. Well, I mean, there it is. So she went and checked with Democratic leadership, and they're like, yeah, we don't have any plans to do that. We don't have any plans to cut a deal with Republicans. That said, now I'm seeing that might be on the table. AOC herself has said, well, we could do a compromise candidate, but I don't know what that would look like. And fun fact, the last time that there was a compromise candidate, it ended up being a literal pedophile. Yes, Dennis Hastert was a compromise House Speaker. Well done, nailed it. Gee, I wonder what pedophile they're going to put there. The Republicans are going to put up. Because, by the way, I was a Republican. So, anyway. Now, Democrats did do something fun. They decided to troll the GOP by voting for Hakeem Jeffries in what Ryan Grimm of The Intercept described as a show of unity that, if it holds, required McCarthy to win over all but 4 of his colleagues. So he's currently being opposed by somewhere 19 to 20 Republicans. Clown show. Total clown show. Now, in a heated meeting on Tuesday, McCarthy claimed that Gaetz and his allies had requested committee assignments in exchange for supporting his speakership bid. McCarthy also accused Gaetz of telling Republican members that he was willing to elect Hakeem Jeffries as speaker rather than accede to McCarthy. So basically, if they're saying we would rather have a Democrat become the Speaker of the House than Kevin McCarthy, it's gotten serious. And again, I mean, yes, these are threats, but I don't know, maybe you should take them seriously, at least a little bit seriously. Because once again, these are Republicans, and Republicans fight dirty, and they fight viciously. Gaetz also told reporters that he and his allies do not trust Kevin McCarthy. Paul Gosar, another McCarthy opponent, also spoke to AOC in the chamber, where they had discussed the possibility of adjourning the House. So now AOC, she was non-committal about the adjournment strategy because she would have to consult with party leadership. Only they could make that decision. So, all right. So, look, she followed up with an MSNBC appearance several hours later, emphasizing the unprecedented nature of the situation, saying this, quote, "It's about the cards that are in McCarthy's hands. And if he chooses to approach the Democratic caucus, then that would be a negotiation in and of itself for a potential coalition government." So, yeah, what that could mean is, look, Democrats have leverage. Now, that's not where Republicans want to be. And obviously, it for me, leverage seems like something that the Democrats can get pretty easily, but never know what to do with. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, if you have the leverage, you should probably use it. If you're actually going to get something of value from this, then yes, you should take that leverage, you should use it, and you should push for as much as you can of your priorities. Do the Democrats generally do it? No. But I would like to see that happen. I guess we'd have to see. But at the very least, that potential could have them not try to push some of the worst legislation imaginable. Because after all, that's what Kevin McCarthy promises. And it's what a lot of these Republicans, especially the ones who are against McCarthy, want to do. They want to do the worst things for the American people. So, yeah. Now, that said, Democrats could also use this entire situation to run ads against Republicans, reminding them how much of a disaster the Republican Party is when it comes to governing. And you could run those ads all the way up to 2024. Like, look at these guys. These can't govern. They can't even decide on who they want to be a leader, right? They can't. You know, the thing, I mean, there's this thing in politics that drives me crazy. And it's the whole unity thing. But understand that actually plays well with a lot of the electorate. So while it drives me crazy, a lot of other people who are, you know, normies who aren't as much into politics, they look at the whole idea of unity as like, oh, yeah, well, the party, obviously, they need unity, right? I mean, we need to have a unified Democratic Party and a unified Republican Party. We need to have a unified government, and we need to do all this unity stuff. Again, drives me crazy. But Democrats could, again, use the fact that it is popular with large sections of the electorate, the whole idea of unity, and use it against Republicans and say they can't even unify their party. So that's another idea. That said, even if it doesn't happen and they eventually come around, the Republicans still, at the end of the day, look very weak, fractured, and held hostage by a very, very small group of insane lawmakers. And that's fun. Again, let them fight. Let them fight.